Scorpio Moon in Vedic astrology isn't just a personality trait. It's a destiny mission. And in the Eastern astrology text, the moon literally represents your emotional body, your mind, and even your instincts. And Scorpio is the sign where the moon is considered debilitated. But don't let that word fool you, because what appears to look like a challenge is actually a spiritual superpower cloaked in shadows. So now I'm about to take you all into the ancient secrets of the Scorpio moon and reveal its dark traits, its divine gifts, and I'm also going to show you how you can use the emotional depth to manifest your dream life that most folks can't even imagine. And I am going deep, like Scorpio moon in the 8th house deep, and what it truly means to have a Scorpio moon placement in Vedic astrology. Trust me, it's not just mysterious. It's a metaphysical warfare, emotional genius, and supernatural power, all wrapped up into one very intense soul. So before I go swimming into Scorpio's dark waters, I want to first take a moment and talk to you about why the Vedic astrology is so important. So Vedic astrology is over 5,000 years old. It's based on the sidereal zodiac and ancient texts. And it is actually considered the astrology of the soul and your destiny in this lifetime. See, Western astrology tends to focus more on psychological themes, whereas Vedic astrology decodes your life path, your soul contracts, your destiny, and literally your ultimate life's potential. So in other words, Vedic astrology is not about your personality. It's all about your purpose. So if you're walking around saying, I'm a Scorpio moon, but you have no idea if that is in the sidereal astrology or in the Western system, my darlings, you could be decoding the wrong reality. Now let's talk Scorpio moon in Vedic astrology. In Yiddish, the moon represents your mind, emotional depth, your instincts, and mother. And when it lands in Scorpio, which is in its debilitation sign, the emotional waters tend to get murky, stormy, and filled with psychic whirlpools. So from the research that I have done into the ancient astrology text, I would say that Scorpio in the moon placement in Vedic astrology tends to make a person deeply intuitive, like borderline psychic, emotionally intense, obsessive, mysterious, and private. Oh, and let's not forget, vengeful. And I'm just being honest with you folks, but some of these qualities tend to be for the low vibrating Scorpios. But yet, Scorpio moons are always transformational. But here is the cosmic twist, my loves. Scorpio is ruled by Mars. You know, the warrior. So their emotions are not soft and fluffy. Matter of fact, they're strategic weapons. Think emotional kung fu. So people with Scorpio moon are born to endure, conquer, and literally rise from the ashes. So in other words, you have the emotional power to transcend pain and unlock power. You don't break. You rebirth over and over and over again. Okay, my intense Scorpios, let's talk about the other side. Because having Scorpio moon is like being an emotional CEO of a haunted mansion. Okay, so let's just get real for a moment, my Scorpio moons. I'm willing to bet that you have probably planned at some point in your life an emotional revenge plot, like at some Shakespearean drama. You'll say, oh, well, I'm fine, while secretly writing poetry that can summon ancient spirits. You disappear for like 3 weeks, then reappear like nothing happened, but you're glowing and reborn. And God forbid someone betray you because your intuition already knew, and you were just sitting back watching them literally dig their own karmic grave. But hey, that is the Scorpio charm. Deep waters with no life jacket. So, since you all have stuck with me this long in the video, I am assuming that you do want to know the superpower traits of Scorpio Moon. Well, me too. And so now we are going to just flip a coin because Scorpio Moon folks are also gifted with divine superpowers. So I hope you all are taking notes because we're diving in to the Scorpio superpower traits according to ancient Vedic astrology. So first off, you are emotional alchemists. You literally can turn pain into wisdom. You are masters of shadow work, and you do not fear the dark. Matter of fact, you heal it. You also possess unshakable loyalty, especially to the ones that you love. And you are incredibly psychic. Like, I just dreamed this would happen kind of psychic. You're very accurate. Now, according to the ancient text, Scorpio is associated with the 8th house, which governs death, rebirth, transformation, occult knowledges, and even hidden wealth. So you were literally born to transform the unseen into abundance. And you are not just manifesting a dream life, you are magnetizing it from the metaphysical realm. So maybe you're wondering what the difference between a Scorpio sign in Western astrology means versus what Scorpio Moon in Vedic astrology means. Well, in Western astrology, you will hear more about the Scorpio's deep, intense emotions and loyalty and mystery, basically more of personality traits. Whereas in Vedic astrology, they take it so much deeper and they reveal what your destiny is and your soul contract history is. In Vedic astrology, the Scorpio moon could fall in a different lunar mansion or a nakshatra, and each lunar mansion comes with its own meaning. All right, my manifestation warriors, this is where it gets juicy. How can you, Scorpio moons, manifest your dream life? Well, first, you need to tap into your emotional power. Use your intensity to fuel your manifestations. Like gasoline is to a car, Scorpio Moon's intense emotions are for creating your perfect dream world. And I also want you to feel your desire fully. Scorpio Moons can stir energy. Just harness it and aim it with clarity. Second of all, use ritual and sacred timing, meaning manifest during the dark moon and new moon phases, where your energy aligns with the void, the space where creation begins. And make sure you subscribe because starting next month, I will be revealing all of the very important dates of the new moon and dark moon phases, including any planetary retrogrades that need to be mentioned. And this will help you align your manifestation and also your intentions with these new moon and dark moon phases for each month. So make sure you do not miss out on all that beneficial information. All right, now let's get back to the methods that you can use to manifest your dream life fast, okay? Now, I want you to visualize your dreams and do it in a silent, quiet place. I would suggest lighting some candles, put on some sacred music, and finally, I want you to transmute any and all emotional pain or trauma into real power. For example, take your trauma, your scars, and your secrets, and turn them into your foundation for your empire. Your ability to overcome darkness is your golden ticket. And Scorpio Moons, you truly do feel everything deeply. But once you learn to feel without drowning, you surely will become an emotional Jedi. That's when your manifesting will become effortless. Scorpio Moons, you are not cursed, okay? You are chosen. You are born to go deep, to feel it all, and rise higher because of it. So make sure and tell me how your Scorpio Moon shows up in your life. I would really love to hear what you have to say. And if you love this video, make sure to smash that like button, share the video with others, coworkers, friends, family, you know, the drill. And don't forget to subscribe. And until then, I will see you all in my next video.